Good. And speak loudly. We don't have a very big room, but still, loud is good. Good. Pause. I always forget to pause. Try.
Power, energy.
And don't forget to look at it.
That's my favorite.
Which is your favorite?
Power,
passion, energy. And then we'll throw you a few questions at the end. So if you think of a burning question.
Whoa!
Just a few questions.
I love being attacked.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jo Hong-yeon and I'm majoring in biomedical engineering and I'm a junior. Today I'm going to talk about side effect, a negative aspect of cosmetic surgery. At first, I want to define the meaning of cosmetic surgery. Plastic surgery is divided into two sections. Cosmetic surgery is not for therapy, but for beauty. Before beginning my presentation, I want to talk about the Against Plastic Surgery campaign. This campaign is for opposing the cosmetic surgery and finding the real meaning of the beauty. Why they carry out this campaign? Because cosmetic surgery is very popular in our country. The answer is here. Look at this rank. This rank is countries by total number of procedures of cosmetic surgery. Where is our country? Our country is here, in the number 7 in the world. It means cosmetic surgery is very popular in our country. I met my high school friend in last weekend, but this was the first time we met each other in a long time. But who is she? I couldn't figure out who she is. Because most female friends were changed. Jun, do you have same experience with me?
I do.
You do? What do you feel?
Scary.
Scary. Yes, I think most of people has same experience with me. That's why I picked this topic. Because cosmetic surgery is very popular, but we don't think about it honestly before. So I hope from my presentation, you have a chance to think about it. I divide my presentation 3 parts: side effect, addiction, and lookism. Now I'm going to talk about side effect at first. What is the most important thing which you worry about when you get cosmetic surgery? Look at this chart from NBC. 60–80% people say side effect is the most important thing, because why many people worry about side effect? Because we can easily see lots of examples from here. I will give you 2 examples. First one, she is Russian female. Because of side effect, her lips were swollen like duck. So she is known as duck girl in the internet. And second, she was famous Korean actress. Her name is Kwak Jin-young. But after surgery, she could not help stopping her career as an actress. Cosmetic surgery is not simple surgery because cosmetic surgery is not simple surgery. Even especially jaw surgery can cause death. So before going to hospital, we should think about side effect at first. Let's move on. Addiction. Did you see her in the TV show before? Yeah. Teggy, what is her nickname? Yeah, Mrs. Fan maybe. Yeah, her name is Mrs. Fan. Yes. She was addicted to cosmetic surgery. So she had got already lots of times of cosmetic surgery, but she didn't be satisfied with her face. So she got illegal surgery by layman, and she input the oil into her face by herself. So her face is changed to like the fan, and everybody knows who he is. He is Michael Jackson, the best pop singer in the world. He was also addicted to the cosmetic surgery, so his face is changed to be like monster. it's like drug. If you addict to the cosmetic surgery, you cannot escape from the temptation of cosmetic surgery. So the desire is unlimited. So if you start, you do not start. So you cannot stop. So I recommend you do not start. And lastly, I want to talk about lookism. Lookism is discrimination against other people based on their appearance. Naturally, people like beautiful and handsome people, but we don't input the appearance, the most important thing when you meet people. But nowadays, our Korea is overflowing with lookism. I will give you two examples. Everybody knows who he is. He is Kwang Hee. He is idol singer and is a little bit famous. He showed off his appearance of his experience of cosmetic surgery in the talk show, and he even recommend or encourage cosmetic surgery to other people. He is an entertainer. He can affect other people easily, so he should not do that. And this data from Job Korea, 81% job interviewer said appearance can affect the score of interview. And in the most country, the applicants do not attach the photos in the resume, but in Korea, we should attach the photos in the resume. So these two facts can encourage the cosmetic surgery to other people, applicants. That covers what I want to say today. I talked about side effect, addiction, lookism. When we meet people, we don't judge other people through the appearance, because mind is more valuable than the appearance. This is data from Duo. Do you know Duo? Yes. The question is, what is the most important thing when you find partner of marriage? 31% male and 29% female said personality. Personality is the most important thing when they find the partner of marriage. So I recommend you make good personality than cosmetic surgery. From now, I want to discuss about my topic with you. Yes.
So what does everyone else say? It's only 1/3.
They say personality.
other?
I remember. I couldn't remember the percent of number, but male. Second one is exactly appearance, and third one background of wife's background of family and money, and female second one is money or background of husband. But first one is the number one thing.
Hey guys, throw a few questions.
I have a question.
Yes.
This is an easy one.
Yes.
Well, since we're not that very old talking about marriage, I want to talk about just taking some girls or boys out and dating.
Yes.
As far as I know, dating for dating, the way they look does matter. Yeah. Don't you think we are too young to talk about marriage for example?
Yeah, I'm 25. I think you're 23. We can marry. I know Franklin do not marry his girlfriend, but we can marry like after a few months if we are falling in love.
After a few months?
Yes. Ali, do you agree? Yes. Okay. Yeah.
All right, you beat me.
Okay, someone else, throw in a question. No, Franklin, no.
The marriage guy.
Do you guys agree with him?
Yes.
Really? So persuasive? Charlie, do you agree with him?
Do you want to?
anyone here want to get cosmetic surgery? Nobody? Nobody?
They look good. They don't have any problem with that.
Guys, any questions for William? Somebody, make him work hard.
I'm done it already.
Sorry guys, try the question.
I have
Yeah,
a question.
yes.
Have you seen a photo of Kamyumi
Yes.
recently? And
Recent.
what did you feel about that before and after?
You mean recently picture?
Yes, after her plastic surgery.
I don't know.
She looks really pretty.
Really pretty? Yeah. But
She
I
doesn't
don't.
look like a comedian now. She looks like a one of the popular actresses.
I didn't see the picture. I don't know.
교양의 정답을 피했어.
If you already married with your wife, but you after your marriage you realize your wife had
Cosmetic surgery?
So what will you do?
I think I can figure out her secret before marriage. We can easily find it.
Easily find?
Yeah, especially eye surgery. When she close her eyes, we can easily see the scar of the. Yes. I also know my girlfriend already got cosmetic surgery when she closed her eyes. I know. Yeah, I know her, but I don't care. I said, do not get cosmetic surgery from now on. But I don't blame the people who get cosmetic surgery before.
Did your school friend look better or worse?
If I don't know what she looked like before, but what she looked like, I say look better. But I know her before face, so it's a little bit scared or yeah. Not comfortable with me.
Okay, thanks
Acetaminophen. Do you know what it is?
I know.
You know?
Kind of.
Yeah. Acetaminophen is a component of painkiller and fever reducer, but by the American FDA Advisory Committee, the overdose of acetaminophen makes 400 people died in US in a year. And also, 1,600 people got acute liver failure, and 42,000 people hospitalized. And the Korean Pharmaceutical Association disagree the selling non-prescription medicine for the reason of misusing with this data. And about what does the pharmacist do to protect from misusing? There was a journalist who investigated 20 pharmacies in Jongno, and when he buys a lot of Thailanders, he investigated whether the pharmacist advised how to take them or why he buys a lot of Thailanders, but they didn't give any advice or asking. So today I will talk that non-prescription medicine should be available at supermarket. And first of all, I will mention about my experience. A few years ago, I worked at a pharmacy for my part-time job, and my work was typing the information of prescription and displaying the non-prescription medicine. But when the pharmacists were busy, I made up a prescription, and I sold the medicine even though I was not a pharmacist. And also, many pharmacies sells the prescription drug like Viagra that in secret for the money. So how can we think that the pharmacist takes care of our health? And according to the announcement of Ministry of Health, Welfare and Family Affairs in 2009, there are more drugstores than supermarkets in Korea, so that people do not experience any inconvenience. We have suffered inconvenience because drugstores are closed at the night or on holiday. Korea Institute for Health and Social Affairs, they conducted a survey about the topic for 1,000 people all over the country this year. And the first question is about the perception of non-prescription medicine for consumers. And more than half people answered they have ever experienced that they couldn't get the medicine at night or on holiday. And another question is about the agreement of selling non-prescription medicine out of pharmacy, and 83% people agreed the question. And in Korea, we have two or more pharmacies in our neighborhood, but so we have a good accessibility to the drugstore, but it is limited at the it is limited at weekdays and daytime. So pharmacies opens at 9 a.m. and closed at 6 p.m. But we need the medicines every time. For example, we could get fever during sleeping at night, or we need a digestive medicine for the excessive dinner on holiday. Those events are occurred suddenly, so we need suddenly. And also, non-prescription medicine means that we can buy the medicine without any prescription. So, and there are basic information on the medicine box, so we can choose and we can buy the medicine by ourselves. And medicines have different effects for various people. That means there is a well-matched medicine for someone, and it's better to choose medicine by ourselves. Thus, in my opinion, the non-prescription medicine should be available at supermarket. Thank you.
You mean that you can sell the medicines without prescriptions in the supermarket, right? Your presentation.
I did, but it's not legal.
So you don't want the medicine to be sold in supermarket? You don't.
His for the medicines be sold in supermarkets.
So if that is legal, so do we need to sell all kinds of medicines, or it just for a small one?
In US or other foreign country, all the non-prescription medicines are sold at supermarket, but in Korea, it is discussing about the limited about household medicine. Yeah, yes.
Why did you choose this topic? Why do you care?
What?
Why did you choose this topic?
By each topic? Because this topic is hot issue now in Korea. So and I will buy. I want to buy more conveniently.
Isn't it more expensive to buy them in supermarkets or Penny John's?
More expensive?
Right.
No.
Health drinks, for example, Bacchus is more expensive in Penny John's supermarket.
Yeah, but in pharmacy, the Bacchus is there is few profit. But about the about the cold medicine, there is much profit. So more profit than 바카스가 원래 약국에서 얼마죠?
Yes, Bacchus was originally sold not a supermarket.
원래 500원이었나? 500원이었나?
It costed like 300 won when I was young, but probably it's about 500 won.
I remember the Bacchus is sold at pharmacy for 500 won, but this now in convenience store there is about what? How much? 1,000? 650. But Bacchus. when I worked the pharmacy, the Bacchus, the profit of Bacchus is about 200 won. Yeah. So, but about the cold medicine, that is 원가, original price. Original price about less than 1,000 won. So, but we can buy the non-prescription medicine. So we can we have to pay the 2,000 won or 3,000 won. So that is so many profits. So maybe I think the prices will be reduced.
Okay, last question. Young, go.
How can pharmacists earn their money?
On money?
Their own money.
Pharmacists earn money from prescription. Prescription, yeah. The main income source is from prescription, so it's not mentioned about I don't know. Yeah, prescription. Major
money, painkiller and this swatting.
Yeah. Yeah. 한국말로 뭐라고요? 뭐라는 거예요? 소화제부. 주로 팔린다고?
Okay, all the digestive, maybe? Digestive aids are very in these days.
뭘 물어보는 거예요?
Well, since the major problem, the money is gone by now, isn't it really critical for all the pharmacists and everybody else?
But the pharmacist is also 소매업자.
Okay, consumers?
Consumers, so that is all people can sell.
Okay.
Hello everyone.
Hello!
I will take debate the corporal punishment. Let's start. Reserve. I disagree with. I agree with corporal punishment. Last year November, the corporal punishment was banned by the Seoul Metropolitan Office of Education. So now, the corporal punishment is not allowed in any school. However, I disagree with this policy because it made the school situation worse, and there is no alternative for corporal punishment. And corporal punishment is actually one of the core of education.
Hello. Globally, statistics from and or corporal punishment of children says that globally over 20 countries banned corporal punishment and came up with an effective plan to dealing with it, like demerit system and voluntary work and so on. I know that Korea is different from the other countries' education system, but we need to change for our future.
Okay. First, the school situation after banning of the corporal punishment is chaotic. Of course, education without corporal punishment is the best. However, the current situation of school shows us the bad education. You can search many video clips easily where the students verbally abuse or ridicule their teacher in class. For example, there is one video clip called Dancing Secretly Teacher. I will tag it, show us the role play. And I'm teacher and Taggy is student in the class. Okay, like this. Also, my sister is teacher in Gangil Elementary School. She said that these days students very rude, even though they commit a fault, saying that corporal punishment is banned. What can you do? Like this, banning corporal punishment, demolishing teachers' authority. Second, I should mention that there is no alternative for corporal punishment. The SMOE suggests that the reparation for corporal punishment in the manual, first penalty point system, second self-examination class, third volunteer activity, fourth face-to-face talk between school and parents. But in reality, space for self-examination class is lacking, and school counseling is difficult because students' number per one teacher is too much than other developed countries. It is true that many foreign countries banned the corporal punishment. However, in Korea has the different culture and has a special tradition of education. Also, Korea has different education system from other countries. In other countries, it is easy to suspend and expel from the school delinquent student, but Korea is not. And or police stay in school permanently in other country, but there is not police officer in Korea. Problem students is increasing more and more. Majority of normal students is damaged by minority of problem students. Without corporal punishment, heavy problem student is not controllable by teacher. For example, if the students just ignore teacher's command, teacher has no solution to control the student. Last, I think corporal punishment is necessary as one of the core parts of education. In old time, Korean schools like Seodang and Hyangyo had the idea of rod of law. That teacher guided delinquent students even using a rod. This idea was same for home education, and it continued until current education. This idea is also shown in proverb. In Korea, there is a very famous proverb, rod is medicine for crazy dog. And in American proverb, spare the rod, spoil the child. This proverb saying that it is better to allow teacher to do the corporal punishment so that teacher can create an academic atmosphere.
Corporal punishment has been action, but however, corporal punishment is not the best way to achieve it. I disagree corporal punishment in 3 reasons. First, corporal punishment ignores student human rights. Students feel shame and depressed by corporal punishment. After corporal punishment, they are covered with bruises, not only their body, but also their mind. And it scares students and growing distrustful for their teacher. Second, without corporal punishment, we take a disciplinary action to our students. Corporal punishment is not a long-term theory, long-term solution. And after corporal punishment, students have a lot of bad feelings to their teacher, and they lose their respect for their teacher. It didn't solve the fundamental matter, and it built a vicious circle. And however, let me guess, not passively but actively, students realize that their effort and try to cleaning their act, it must be more effective. And it also break a vicious circle. Third, it is vague between corporal punishment and violence. Teachers are people too, so it is possible their corporal punishment became violence. I show you an interesting photo.
Interesting what? Excuse me?
Photo. Look at this photo. This picture is about Oh Jang-pung teacher. He habitually beat and abuse their student. And this picture is a female teacher in a middle school in Incheon. She slapped her face on the face her student because of a little late. After all, we don't find middle ground between corporal punishment and violence. When students feel it's a violence, ethical and writers teaching profession will be burned. Then what are good alternatives for corporal punishment? Do you know about 108 pow? Don't know. When students got caught while they're smoking, usually teacher punched them. And I show you an interesting video. 제가 할게요. Little wait, please. As you saw the video, not only problem child but also their teacher do the 108 bow, and during the bow, students realize their fault and how much their teacher loves them. And it is really positive effect on them. The other thing is independent student court. Student who has a problem get a demerit point, and it exceeds a limit point, the independent student court are held. It is constituted by student, and all the members are students, including judge, prosecutor, lawyer, even jury. Students admit their error democratically and try to clean their act. The punishment is not that heavy, but it is decided by the fellow student, so they have a heavy heart and try to clean their act.
To tell my story, when I was a student, corporal punishment is usual. I'm pretty sure that everybody in class has some experience of getting corporal punishment. I too was caned real many times. But in those days, I didn't understand. And corporal punishment is, I thought corporal punishment is not fair. But in these days, but now I think the corporal punishment is rational, and amending wrong acts have made frankly just standing here.
Correct. But case of me, believe it or not, when I was a high school student, I was such a model student. So I didn't discipline by corporal punishment, not that much. But my friends who were and now who were problem child they didn't change at all and do the same thing again and again and even worse.
In conclusion, I disagree with banning of corporal punishment because in Korea, education still needs corporal punishment. Thank you.
That finished. In conclusion, result, I disagree corporal punishment in 3 reasons. First, corporal punishment ignores student human rights. Second, without corporal punishment, we take disciplinary action to the student. Third, it is vague corporal punishment between violence. Today, we simply forbid corporal punishment, but later, corporal punishment will extinct by educational culture. Thank you.
They were awesome.
Tegi, I have a question. You said 108 ball is alternative for corporal punishment,
Yeah.
but I think 108 ball is also physical punishment. What is the difference between corporal punishment and 108?
Corporal punishment is just
Attack or punch?
just beat them, and they covered in bruise not only their body but also their mind. But during the ball, they also they 108 ball. No. And not only the problem child and teachers do the same thing. But corporal punishment, we didn't punch the teacher. We corporal punishment to the problem child only, and they. Yeah.
Hey, did you do 108 bells?
No.
No.
Anybody? I did. Really? And
Use the independent
Student court.
Yes. But if the number of students are doing wrong is so many, like 100 students, isn't that will take time to solve all of those problems?
take
Oh.
Yes.
take too much time, but it's very meaningful activity, I think. And not that much. Korean people usually they are very good student. Some of guy and girl are problem child, so I think it is not take that long time.
Why can't those laws be changed? Make it easier to get rid of bad kids.
Very difficult question. In Korea, parents is powerful. Parents 뭐라 해야 되지? Control school. So school, so suspending or expelling from a student from school is very difficult. parents, because parents.
Nick has a question for you. He's already finished shaking the legs.
But nowadays, in home, there is no parents in almost time. So home education is not effective. so school is the only education place.
Discipline place.
Yes, discipline place.
Okay, you guys, let's have a little vote. Who do we think? Who's the most convincing person? Most convincing person. Take it. Hands up for taking.
Okay,
Do we
I'll go
vote
for.
Yes.
for the person, not the statement?
Hopefully they're convincingness. Okay.
Dude,
Can't really stop.
you're almost.
Okay, Franklin, hands up, Franklin. Take, woo!
Thank you.
Take it away, Daniel.
Yes. Hello. My topic is people should not smoke cigarette. I believe I need to stop to smoking. I will show this picture. This picture explains damage of body to smoking. Damage is nicotine addiction, cardiac disorder, and many kind of cancer, and many wrinkles. And now I will explain evidence. First, if you don't stop smoking, we will acquire many kind of cancer. The most common cancer is lung cancer. Smoking leads to 19% of lung cancer. Lung cancer has fatality rate from 2% to 50%. But if you stop smoking, lung cancer rate is markedly down. After one day, we will acquire ordinatory system. After 3 months, we will recover lung system. After 5 years, we are non-smoker. The most dangerous thing is pregnant smoking. Pregnant woman smoking. It affects her baby. The Seoul University Dr. Kim Min-chul say her baby degenerate brain, high possible cancer, and transform chromosome. As a result, her baby has handicap as soon as they are born. The second reason, because cigarette smells bad. We don't smell other odor. I have been smoked for 5 years. Surrounding people said your cigarette smell is bad. Then I ignored their opinion. But now I stopped smoking for 1 year. I know cigarette smell is bad. After stop smoking, I can smell the scan of flower and my body odor. I pay attention to odor. Especially, almost all girlfriend dislike a smoking boyfriend.
Oh, he loves his girlfriend.
My girlfriend also dislikes smoking boyfriend. I give you bonus tip to stop smoking. First, you need to drink much water. Second, we stop drinking alcohol and coffee for a few days. The most important thing is motive. My motive is the military vacation. Final reason to stop smoking, individual and society need high cost. If smokers smoke a fag a day, their expense is 75,000 won in a month, 100,000 won in a year, 9 billion won in 10 years. It's a sizable sum. Government also expends 90 billion won to stop smoking in a year. Their expense is 금연초 and campaign and supporting health center. In conclusion, until now, I explained reason of anti-smoking. First, smoking induces many kinds of cancer. Second, smoker can smell a few of odor because cigarette smell is strong. Third, to stop smoking, individual and society need high cost. Also, I experienced both smoking and stop smoking. I know to stop smoking is much better. I feel refreshed in every morning. I never regret to stop smoking. Thank you.
Don't run away!
Don't
run away!
After stop smoking, my odor is very fresh.
He said that!
He did. He talked about his body odor.
Oh my god, liar. Beat that liar.
Thank you for the translation.
Right, first of all, this is some kind of just an advice, but I want to ask, you just pointed out about the secondhand smoking, about the bad odors. But we everybody know that secondhand smoking is way worse, and it gives a much more negative effects on your body and everything else. Like get much more high rate to get a cancer or something like that. Don't you think you should have got the exact phenomenon of those cases? I mean, not just by the author. It's come on, it's a little bit vague. you should rather chose how many rate of cancer rate rises when you get the secondhand smoking, or how many people have died because of secondhand smoking compared to the first-hand smokers. This is just an advice, but come on, you're a life science student. You should have done that, not just by the author. I'm fresh good.
Smoker is more dangerous than non-smoker for cancer. About cancer.
I was just comparing the second-hand smokers and just smokers. Because what I know of is first-hand smokers have about the rate of 30% rises when you do first-hand smoking. But if, let's just say you are a smoker and your girlfriend is always right next to you all day long, even when you're sleeping and when you're smoking. And she probably would be the best second-hand smoker. And compared to the rate of it, what I know of is that the first-hand smoker the rate rises about to 30%, but second-hand smokers rises about, what was it, 50? Yeah, it gives a higher rate.
어려워라. 힘들어. difficult. 너무 difficult한데.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You've got an easy question.
I'm gonna say in Korean. First-hand smokers, 흡연자, second-hand smokers, 옆에서 담배 냄새 맡는 사람들. If they're close together, always together, then let's say the 여자친구 or wife can smoke the second-hand smokes. I mean, I mean all the second-hand smokes every day. Let's just guess it by it. And then the rate of dying, I mean the cancer, 암 발병률 rises to 30% about the smokers, 흡연자. But
정신적인.
the rate of second-hand smokers, 옆에서 냄새 맡는 사람들, rate rises about 50%. It's 20% more. Come on,
smoker is fourth? 담배 피는 사람 잘못 아닌가 그거?
It's not smoker's fault.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Oh, he said it's not smoker's fault. Oh, you did something wrong. You are in trouble.
Why did you stop smoking?
In military vacation. Because of military vacation, yes.
They give you free time off, so you stop smoking. Okay, you guys, any more questions for Young? Guys. No? Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Charmin. First, look at this picture.
Oh, what was he doing the acting?
Who is he?
Is it he or it?
He.
Okay. He probably is the extraterrestrial. I mean ET.
Okay. Yes, he is an alien. Alien is a big issue during whole human history. I think they are the earliest hot potatoes. Yes. Today, I'm going to talk about aliens existence. Okay. Do you believe in aliens?
I believe in aliens.
Convince me.
Thanks. Yes, I believe in aliens. So I claim that aliens do exist. My opinion is based on these three reasons. First, size of universe. Second, scientific proofs. Third, UFOs. First, size of universe. Scientists guess the size of universe is about 93 billion light years. A light year is about 6 trillion miles, or the distance light travels in a year. I know. And do you know Big Bang Theory?
Yes.
It's, the theory said the universe continued to grow in their size before and after. And that means the size of universe is unimaginable. Thus, it has a great possibility of other living organisms exist like human beings outer space. Second, scientific proofs. Do you know super Earth?
Yes.
No? Super Earth is other planet that larger than our Earth and similar to Earth's mass, temperatures, and so on. Recently, NASA found a super Earth. Name is Kepler 22b. In this year, December 5, the planet, the surface temperature should still allow liquid water to be found on its surface. So, life would exist with water. Third, UFOs. UFOs are witnessed in many countries. Look at these pictures. This is statistical data of witnessing UFO in USA. California is very, yes.
What about Korea?
Korea? I don't
Okay. Small country. I understand.
If UFO aliens are not exist, would the people be wrong, crazy, stupid? No. Yes. Finally, I'll tell you the movie context dialogue. The universe is a pretty big place, so if it's just us, seems like an awful waste of space. Now, do you think Earth is the only living things in the entire universe?
No.
Yes. I strongly think that aliens do exist. Thank you.
But we didn't see the actual alien. UFO, that's not a real
Or meteors.
What I believe.
Here are the questions for Chobi.
Just say he's crazy.
Why did you pick this topic?
Interesting.
You've always been genuinely interested, truly? Really?
Yes.
Yes, it is interesting.
Well, just asking. Yeah. Okay, all right, thank you, Charlie.
Well, everyone is here. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'll begin with a simple question. Do anyone here use SNS? Raise up your hands, please. Well, thank you. But believe it or not, SNS, or also known as social networking services, such as Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, could eventually kill you. Whoa. Today, I will persuade you. That SNS are more harmful than beneficial. So earlier I said that SNS can kill you. What do I mean by that? So let's take a look at an example. Well, Sarah Richardson was just an ordinary person like us, but unfortunately she was stabbed to death by her ex-husband at her parents' home in Staffordshire on May 12, 2008. The question here is, why? 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 The answer is because she changed her Facebook relationship status from married to single. That's why.
Oh my God.
This is just one example of how dangerous SNS can be. So today I will share with you my opinion about SNS, and I will convince you that SNS are not beneficial. So why did I say that SNS are not beneficial? Firstly, they reveal too much of users' personal information. Secondly, they spark cyberbullying. And thirdly, SNS are the key target for malware infections and hacking. So let's begin with the first point. SNS are very popular because it allows us to interact with friends, to share information, to post pictures and comments. So such sites require us to provide some personal information, right? But when the users provide too much of their personal information, they can put their personal safety at risk. For instance, according to June 2011 Consumer Reports magazine, 15% posted their current locations or travel plans on SNS. Well, this kind of information may seem just a small thing, but beware. It can be used by thieves to target their homes. And also for the same reason, an insurance provider company named Legal & General warned the parents to be cautious about their children announcing their personal information on SNS. And also, according to the same report, 21% posted their children's names and photos on SNS. Meanwhile, 1 in 5 do not use Facebook privacy control. Hong Hyun, did you use Facebook privacy control? No. I thought so. So moving on to the next main point. SNS causes cyberbullying. Did you know that according to the Consumer Report in June this year reveals that 38% of 500 million Facebook users in 2010 were under the age of 13. My God. In other words, more of our kids are in other words, Facebook are gaining much more of our kids' attention these days. Although there are risks for everyone who uses SNS, but teenagers are at the greater risk, especially cyberbullying. And since the wide use of SNS, cyberbullying has become much easier and more public rather than using emails or instant messaging. Consumers Report survey conducted in the United States in earlier this year reveals that 1 million of children were harassed, threatened, or subjected to other forms of cyberbullying. The victims of cyberbullying often experience decrease in their self-esteem and also shows some symptoms of depressions. And we know that if the victims could not handle the depressions, it could lead to suicide. And just like we all, I bet you all remember Choi Jin-shil. You know her? Choi Jin-shil? Her death was greatly because of cyberbullying. So, move on to the last point is the incoming threat from malware and hacking. The growing popularity of SNS has made it as a key target for malware infections and hackings. Research at the Kaspersky Lab in 2010 reveals that 10% of the infections of malware on SNS are 10 times more successful rather than using emails-based attacks. And the increasing malware attacks and also hackings on SNS eventually lead to South Korea's worst online security breach happened this year on July 26th. The SK Communication Corporation has confirmed that the personal information of more than 35 million NAT and Cyworks members have been hacked. The hacking involves the SK users' names, phone numbers, emails, passwords, and resident registration numbers. So this shows that this shows to us that SNS are not as safe as we think. So to conclude my presentation for today, let us remember that although SNS have greatly increased our way of communications nowadays, but it still poses a great risk if we use it without care. It could eventually lead to cyberbullying and also malware infections. Plus, without privacy control, it can endanger the user's safety. So think before you click. That's all from me. Thank you.
Democratic country like North Korea.
Yes.
And communist country China.
Yes.
They control SNS, and the other country think that each intrudes on the freedom of the press.
So your question.
So what do you think about it?
Well, I think that is kind of violation of human rights, I think, because it is the right for everyone to communicate, to have a freedom in socializing. So I think, yeah, it's no good.
You said it is harmful, but I know you are user of Facebook and
Yes,
you
of
use
course.
Facebook
Yes,
frequently.
yes.
Why do you use it?
Well, I use Facebook to see you posting those.
Yeah. Just to see my
No.
It is harmful or to see my posting is harmful or beneficial?
Well, that's kind of beneficial, but
I think Ali is very careful about privacy controls and telling too much information.
yes.
But most people aren't as smart as Ali.
Other question.
Well, this might be kind of hard, but what do you think about it? Let me take an example. Well, although we have learned just by now that all the SNS things are very dangerous for
Yes.
personal IDs and information, but we still use it even if we know the truth, because you can't even deny that all those kind of things make our lives comfortable.
Yes.
Yes. But don't you think, my point is, don't you think the guys who have been hacked or their personal IDs and infos are hacked,
Yes.
don't you think this is their own fault? Because they were not just giving an attention to making a secret.
Well, for your informations, until last week, I see that the Facebook users, I take Facebook as an example. Facebook has more than 800 million users until now, but only 50% of those 800 millions log in to Facebook's daily. Meanwhile, the other 50%, maybe they just log in once a week, once a month. Yes. So we know that Facebook has been launched 5 years ago, I think. So during that time, there must be some kind of update in that the Facebook's company do it so that it will always relevant with time. So imagine that when there is a new update, so of course the users need to update their own personal informations so that it will not be revealed just like that. But imagine that another 50% of those 800 million who didn't notice about that, so they are vulnerable to this kind of hack.
Yeah, don't you think it's their own fault? Because you logged in and you got into the new Facebook IDs, and you were the ones who didn't care about it or giving any attention to it.
Yes, maybe, yes.
Isn't it their own fault? Not by the SNS itself.
That is also their own fault. But at the same time, let's take a look at the hackings on Cywell and Nate. Usually the hackers will hack into the database of the company. So even the users who use privacy control will be affected.
You mean even if you're trying to be careful?
Yes, there
still
are
are
percentage of.
vulnerable.
Yes.
Okay, guys, Ali.
May I have your attention, please, here?
Isabel, when does the bell ring? How many minutes? 12. Okay.
That's fine, right?
Okay. Well, we are the last team, and we are going to talk about studying abroad.
Before that, good afternoon, everybody. 내가 여기로 살게.
Do you know him? Who is he? Yeah.
I was at this radio program.
Oh, really? Oh, fun English. Yes. He never been abroad, but he speaks English really good. And do you know about him over there? Oh, you know about him? Yes, Hong Jung-woo, he is now a very hot issue because his political situation, but political situation. Yes, politician now. But before that, he was the principal of Korean Herald, the English education company. And then he went abroad when he was in a middle school. Yongil? Yes. Is it easy for you to study English? No? No. Nick, what about you? Is it easy for you to study English? Here, in Korea. In Korea? Yes. Yes or no? Yes, it's good for you to study. Ah, you've been abroad, right? In my case, I've never been abroad. I studied in here, and then it was a very dreadful time for me because it was really hard. But don't you think if you've been abroad when you are young, then you can be better at English? Don't you think? In my case, I think so. So I think the most beneficial part of studying abroad when you are young is you can be a bilingual. Well, well-known linguistics and other psychiatrists in 1959, Penfield and Robert insisted that it is much easier to study English when you are young, before the puberty, before 15 years old. So, and then Lenneberg, one of the well-known psychiatrists, also insisted in 1967. So, if you were been abroad, then you don't have to suffer for studying English in this way.
Well, I admit there are also positive things when you study abroad, just like Ali. He's on abroad right now for him. Yeah. But you can't deny that there are also negative effects on the guys who's going to study on abroad. Now, let's check out this graph. I'm sorry I haven't, my file was lost, so I just made up this one instead, real quick. Can you see this? Okay. Well, by the Ministry of Education and Development of Korea, this is the rate of number of people who has been on abroad to study foreign languages by the year. And from 2002 till 2010, you know the difference? Do you know, can you catch up a current of this phenomenon? Yes, it is decreasing. I'm going to just throw this away. Yes. Don't you think something about the decreasing phenomenon of this graph? Can you think of something? Anything? Well, I think that people living in Korea already knows the answer. They know that sending their child or brothers and sisters abroad to study gives more negative effects on them
rather than positive ones. So, first point of my negative points. Well, they have social problems when they go abroad. Well, this is not a big one, it's a real one. Well, once they're taken apart from his or her family, their lack of love leads to personality disorder. And they are really vulnerable to bad cultures, peers, or weak to temptations. And you might even have the distorted ethnocentrism. Do you guys know what the word ethnocentrism means? No. It means one person thinks that one specific country is way better than the other countries. Yeah, it's a bad one, yes. Now, let's look at this picture. Can you guys recognize who this guy is? Well, yeah, Jay Park. He is a singer, Park Jae-bum, a former member and leader of 2PM. Then, do you guys have any idea why he was kicked out from 2PM once and for all? Well, because he wrote some bad words on his own Twitter, saying some swearing at Korea and Koreans, I mean us. He even made one of his co-workers pregnant. Don't you think that makes sense? I mean, it's not good. And this, I think that he is the best example of the distorted ethnocentrism. And when you go abroad, you must have learned their cultures, and the individualism of westernized countries doesn't fit in the groupism society in Korea. It means that you might even have no friends after all if you come back to Korea. Isn't it sad? It leads to maladjustment.
Well, right before he mentioned about maladjustment, right? But I think it is depend on some person. It is the individual thing that which does not affect everyone. And then from now on, I want to talk about other beneficial thing that you can gain different perspective when you go out when you are young. You can be open-minded, and that can be very advantageous when you solve some problems. Well, do you know who he is? No. Oh, how do you know that? Oh, yes.
Oh, she's smart.
Well, he was, actually his duty is finished. He was in a Côte d'Ivoire. I don't know how to pronounce it in English, but Côte d'Ivoire. And then he spent about 3 years at there, and then he saved the democracy. He guided the election at there, and then even though there are bullets flying over everywhere, but he did his duty. Well, he once spent his younger age abroad, and then he went Korea, and then went back to abroad again, and then graduated from the undergraduate school in Paris, and then he went to Côte d'Ivoire as an ambassador of UN. And then he actually changed a prototype of Koreans at there. He managed to do everything, and then he could give a positive thinking, and then he does actually everything. So I think he was possible to do that because he was once abroad and studied abroad, that he can actually understand the people over there. So he can give an actual advice so they can follow him. In case of other ambassadors who spend time in outworld, they also can be beneficial when they study abroad.
Well, yes, I agree with that. Language skills and different perspective do matter. But do you know what matters the most in your lifetime when you earn yourself and feed your family? The answer is this. Money. Money is all about the money. And then, talking about the money, my point is, studying abroad costs a lot of money. Let's look at this graph. Well, seems like Australia is the best consumer among all these countries. Then let's see the cost. Next, please. Well, the numbers are kind of complicated, but I'm just going to explain. Well, the average cost in Australia per 12 months, which means 1 year, costs about 300 million won. 300 million won. And of course, if you add all the tuition fees and allowances per month, it's going to be way more expensive than 30 million won. Can you guess how expensive that's going to be? I can't even guess it. And if you're spending all of those money, who's going to pay for all those fees for you? Yourself? No, you guys are not that rich right now. Your family, I mean, your parents do.
June just talked about money, right? But is it really money everything to you? Yes? Okay, maybe, but maybe not. Well, here is the graph. Sorry about this not translated text, but as you can see, we are already spending too much money in here, Korea, studying English. And it is increasing. So why don't we just go out? I know it is a lot different. It costs a lot more when you study abroad. But I think money is not everything to you. There are some experiences and other kind of stuffs that you cannot experience in here, Korea. You actually can, you actually can feel other surroundings, other atmosphere, and you can actually build some more creativeness when you study abroad. Do you like the education system of Korea? I don't think so. I quite don't like the education system of Korea. Well, in case of US and other countries in Europe, they encourage students to have some extracurricular activities. They have some kind of club activities, and then they spend some hours with friends, not just in a private institute, and then they spend their time more effectively to find their path to the future. They can experience everything for their own, and then they can just decide what they want to do. Don't you think it is important than just money?
Well, yes, creative minds might make you a unique person, but have you thought about the side effect of it? Oh, I know the answer. It gives you the weak sense of your own country's identity. Well, let's check out this ugly guy. Oh, thank God he's uglier than I am. Can you guys remember who this guy is? Or do you guys have any idea who this guy is? Yes. He is the Korean killer, Jo Seung-hee, who has killed more than 100 people in Virginia Tech College in 2007. Bang, bang. Do you know? Then do you have any idea why he started pulling the trigger? Depression. Yes, it was the depression, and the firing point was this. One of his roommates was staring at him, and he stated that he thought that he was being ignored because he was looking him under. I mean, isn't it scary? Maybe one of your friends might just pull the trigger on your face if you just look at him. Yeah, it is really scary, and this is the one great example of character disorder. Well, since their identity has been compromised, it leads to character disorder. And I think he is the best example of this phenomenon. Well, think about it. Students are sent to learn the languages and all the cultures they might face for the new world, not to have breeds with mental disorders. I mean, this is insane. Well, so, in conclusion, 내가 여기 쓸게. It doesn't matter which side you want to be on for this problem, because it has no answer. But think carefully before you choose. You might choose on the affirmative side or the negative side, but whatever you choose, the result and consequences will be drastically different. And whatever you choose, the choice is yours. This is the end of our presentation. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Got any more questions? I love questions. Yeah, I used Jo Seung-hee sample.
But I think it's jump of logic.
Jump of logic?
Just one person. I heard he has a mental disease, like paranoia or something.
Well,
so it's,
yeah. Well, I was just emphasizing about the bad points, and I thought that he would be the best example for the character disorder. He was just an example. I'm not talking about that all those people who's going abroad are getting crazy like this. If that was true, I might be just facing the gun in front of you right now, because I've been in the States for a year too.
Aren't you a good example of someone who doesn't need to go abroad? Aren't you a great place to go?
Probably one of the best examples I've ever seen in my life.
You should use that. But I wanted to go. Yeah, I was. Any more questions, guys? No questions. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.